Today, we're going to talk about one of the most iconic baseball players and probably the most iconic footwear ever in the history of sports, history of culture. That story and that episode is coming up next on the Nomad Kicks, where every shoe has a story. You are tuned into episode 1 of Nomad Kicks, because every shoe has a story. I'm your host, DA. Thank you for tuning in today on the premiere episode, the very first episode of the Nomad Kicks. Definitely glad that you guys are here, and all the fans of the Nomad Cast, you can come over and migrate over here, hang out as well. 2 channels, 1 person, the Nomad Cast and Nomad Kicks. All right, so today we're going to talk about an iconic shoe, as I stated in the intro. Iconic individual, baseball player, iconic shoe. That shoe is the Nike Griffey Max 1. One of the most iconic shoes ever that Nike has created. Iconic. And we're going to talk about that. But before we talk about the shoe, let's dive into a little history of the shoe so we all can get educated on how impactful and how important the shoe was to the sneaker culture. The Nike Griffey was designed by lead designer Terry Teague, who was instructed by Ken Griffey Jr. to make this shoe loud. Griffey stated, "At the time, I wanted to be different than anybody else. I wanted a big old Nike swoosh on the shoe, and I wanted a strap. I was really adamant about the strap." The shoe was released in 1996 and launched in 3 colorways: 2 Seattle Mariner uniform colors and the Varsity Royal. Now, when the shoe initially came out in 1996, I remember personally walking into Foot Locker thinking to myself, what in the freak has Nike done? This shoe is fantastic, phenomenal, groundbreaking, earth-shattering. I say that about all shoes, as you guys get to know me here on the Nomad Kicks. But I tell you, this shoe was iconic. So let's go ahead and talk about the style of the shoe. Let's talk about the shoe. Now, if you look here, the biggest thing that Ken Griffey wanted to have implemented in this shoe was the Nike swoosh, as you can see here. Huge on that. Because at the time, the Nike swoosh was becoming bigger, and initially, Nike used to have the swooshes all on the side of the shoe. So I guess Ken Griffey said, you know what, let's change it up. Let's change up the cosmetics of the shoe and have it near the toe box. As you stated here, it's right here. He was huge on this strap. As you can see, the number 24, and this strap goes around the ankle and comes around. Now, one of the beautiful things about this shoe, one of the beautiful cosmetics about this, the word Nike is stretched along the strap, as you can see here. Now, you look at the tongue and the throat. The tongue, let me loosen up the strap here so you can get a better visual of it. You have the tongue right here, right? Look at that. Nike with the Nike. Love when freaking Nike does these things. No other brand really just dresses up their shoes like Nike does, right? Now, as you can see the tongue here and the throat, it's almost like a mesh type material. Got the speed lacing in here. And look at it. The fluorescent colors. That's reminiscent of the Seattle Mariners uniform colors. These are some of the old ones. As you can see here in the toe box, it's almost like a suede, velvety type material here in the toe box. Now you look at the bottom here. I tell you, this bottom, I personally played basketball in these bottoms, and they give you guys that story as well. But it's almost like you got the waffle right here. As we talk about the bottom right here, traction based. That is what Ken Griffey Jr. wanted. Think about it. During those days, the baseball stadiums didn't have natural grass. They had what you call turf, speed turf, astroturf. So this type of bottom was exclusive for guys running around on that astroturf, because you see it doesn't have the spikes or anything. So you running around on that turf, you can grip, you can pivot, you can do all those things, which equates to a faster person, because he was a center fielder. So he had the range in the center, he had the range in the left and the right. But you look at this bottom here, classic Nike, classic Nike. Now, look at the air bubble. See how that fluorescent is right there, that fluorescent green? That color is synonymous with the city of Seattle. I've never known any other city other than Seattle to implement fluorescent green in everything that they do. I mean, look at the freaking Seattle Seahawks colors. You got freaking fluorescent green. But as you see here, the Air Max bubbles all alongside here. Number 24, Nike sign in the back, vertical, beautiful. And as you can see here on the inside of the shoe as well, talked about that Nike going across, right? And then you have the air bubbles in here. This is a fantastic shoe. It's a beautiful shoe. Love this freaking shoe. Got the hooks in here, got the hook tabs in the back. Nike has always, especially the old school Nikes, has always had that hook in the back. We used to take these things playing basketball and hold them, like this, walking around wearing flip-flops until we got ready to participate in the activity, basketball or whatever. This side right here is almost like a leather. It's like a hard type leather right here. But again, just the design of this shoe. Shouts out to Mr. Terry T taking instruction from Ken Griffey Jr., saying he wanted a loud shoe. He wanted this shoe to be functional. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this shoe is phenomenal. Many other colorways, as I'll show you as the video and the episode continues to move along. Let's talk about nostalgic memories. Nostalgic memories of the Ken Griffey. Now, it wasn't this color that I bought years ago. It was this color, as you can see here in the picture. 1996, I bought a pair of Ken Griffey Jr.'s from a mall in freaking Phoenix, Arizona. Now, I bought these shoes and I played basketball in them. Don't ask why. I just freaking did it, right? Played basketball in them, getting ready to go to the gym, take a shower after the game, had the shoes in a locker. Now, unbeknownst to me, I didn't think another Marine will steal my shoes. I was a Marine back in those days, right? And I was wearing the shoe, played basketball in it, put the shoe in the locker, taking a shower. I come back out, the Ken Griffeys are gone. Again, not this silhouette, it was another colorway. And I'm like, they stole my freaking shoes from me. I had a Nike tank top and some Nike shorts, right? They left those. But my freaking Ken Griffey Jr.'s are gone. I tell you, man. And I didn't get these again until when they released these again in 2009. And then I bought them again when they came out in 2021. So that's my nostalgic memory of the Ken Griffey Jr. Max 1. So sad. But again, this shoe is phenomenal. And I got the shoe back. So whoever stole my shoe in Yuma, Arizona, Marine Corps Air Station Yuma, back in 1996, if you're watching this episode, I got my shoe back. All right, let's go ahead and close this episode out. Again, we talked about the Ken Griffey Jr., the impact it had on the sneaker culture. Again, this was a time when so many cross trainers was coming out. You're competing against the Iversons, the Jordans, and all these other brands, even competing with some of the Nike brands as well. As you can look at these colorways, this shoe, I tell you, so many colorways, so many phenomenal colors. You can wear this shoe with anything. You can wear it with shorts. You can wear it with blue jeans. You can wear it with basketball shorts. You can wear it with cargo shorts. You can wear it with jogging pants. But make sure they're Nike jogging pants. Do not be walking around here with no Adidas pants and you got Nikes on. That's called perpetrating. Don't do it. But I tell you, this shoe, man, one of the best looking silhouettes, one of the best colorways in the history of sneakers, in the history of gym shoes, in the history of footwear. You can book it. I am telling you, this is one of the best ones ever. Probably one of the most comfortable shoes ever. The Nike Air Max 1 Ken Griffey Jr.'s. Phenomenal. Love it. All right, thank you guys for tuning in on episode 1 of the Nomad Kicks. You can also support the Nomad Cast. That channel's not going away. It's going more towards the story mode, and I use this channel for the kicks, right? So anything exclusively talking about gym shoes, kicks, or whatever will be on the Nomad Kicks. If you want to hear your stories, military interviews, anything about life, enhancing life, life decisions, head on over to the Nomad Cast. I am here, I am there, everywhere. Thank you guys for tuning in, because every shoe has a story. Till the next time we meet again, DA, Nomad Kicks.